Hi East End Toronto, hope you're doing well, staying safe. Coming here today with the Toronto Real Estate Board statistics for the East End. I just want to keep you informed. I'm seeing a lot of misleading information out there from all different angles about what's actually happening in the real estate market. So this should give you a bit of a perspective of what happened in March. Now, keep in mind, the first half of March was relatively normal. The second half of March was, pandemic territory. So these numbers reflect the entire month. So I'm just going to go over those with you. And the East End, for what it's worth, has been really what I think has been the strongest market in the city. Without analyzing every single market, this is the one that I've looked at that I'm really monitoring because I can see every day that there's lots of new listings going up and quite a few sales. So let's start with what's happening in E1. You had the highest increases of both detached and semi. So the average detached price in E1 in March was 1.395, and that's a 7.7% increase over last year. For semi-detached, just shy of 1.3 million, and that's an 8.3% increase over last year. EO2, the beach, we had an average price of a detached 1.518, which is a 5.3% increase, and 1.286 for a semi, which was a 6.1% increase. Now E3, East York, detached 1.2, and that's 4.2% up from last year, and 1.13 for a semi, and that's just over 3%. So what that means overall was we've got an average price in the city of 1.425 million of a detached, just to give you a bit of a reference point. Here's the interesting information. I thought that the prices were up 14.5% overall this March over last. But what I thought was really interesting is that overall the prices are up 10.5% in the latter half of the month when we were dealing with this pandemic over the year before. Now, that just goes to show you, obviously, everybody that was on the market obviously needed to buy or sell at this time, regardless of what was going on, and the prices held firm and went up a fair bit, actually 10%. So let's see what happens in April and March. That'll be a much more indicative of what the market is doing going forward. I think we just have to wait and see without putting too many predictions on it. I suspect that certain pockets of the city will do better than others. Probably the East End will recover a little bit better than some of the other areas from what I'm seeing right now anyway. So that's where we're at. If you have questions about your property itself or about anything that we can answer for you, please feel free to reach out. We're here all the time to help you and analyze all of this information. And of course, if you want to like this post, that would be great. Share it with anyone else you think might be interested. We would appreciate it. And for now, I wish you well and hope to see you again next month. Bye for now.